unbelievable. I mean, obviously still in shock. I think it's going to take a few days to sink in. He had him, third round, beautiful combination. I felt it was over. AJ's one of the best finishers in the game. Got caught with a big shot to the top of the head and never really recovered. It looked like he would struggle to get through the third. Just a shocker. One of the big heavyweight upsets of all time. It's boxing, it's life. Mountain tops and valleys. He's got to come back, he's got to rebuild, and he's got to try and win the rematch.
That's heavyweight boxing. That's why heavyweight boxing is the best division in the world, because anybody on any given day can pull off a crazy upset. This is probably the biggest upset since Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson in Tokyo. Now this fight, it was in a different manner. That was one shot. This wasn't one shot. It was a sustained beating the whole way.
But Tyson was destroying everybody. Tyson
had the same air of invincibility.
But Joshua's been hurt. Joshua's been down. Tyson was not like that. Tyson was walking through everybody at that time, and then he just got knocked out. But still, maybe it's in between that. It's in between Lewis Rockman and Tyson.
I was a kid then. I'm a grown man now. So for me, it was a crazy situation to see Anthony Joshua get manhandled by someone so physically, inferior to him. He did. Just to look at him, you would give him no chance whatsoever. But he's shown though, if it's not the size of the fight, the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog, and he showed he's got the heart. He's got that Mexican spirit. He's a next Mexican superstar. Canelo had some fans. How many people now in Mexico can relate to Andy Ruiz Jr.? Look at him. He looks like anybody
in the world can relate.
Anybody in the world can know that anything's possible. And you have to respect the heart. At least Rocky came in shape. This guy didn't even come in shape, and he still did it. He beat the.
He's in shape. He's just round.
Listen, you have to give Andy Ruiz all the credit in the world. I know everyone's talking about how Anthony Joshua lost, but Andy Ruiz Jr. won. And that's what we should be praising this young man who's shown the world that he's number one. A lot of people believed he beat Joseph Parker when they fought. It was a close fight, could have went either way. But he's improved since then. He's gone back to the drawing board, regrouped, come back. On 6 weeks' notice, he's pulled off one of the biggest upsets ever. And he did it in emphatic style. He did it real close after getting knocked down heavily himself. It wasn't like he had his own way.
When he got knocked down,
it was a big shot. It was a big left shot. He took it well. Anthony Joshua's used to jumping on people and falling over. This guy said no. He had every single Mexican on the planet willing him to go through that
You know
fight.
what I mean? When he went down, you could see his eyes were still clear.
He was clear, and I have to say I'm a huge fan now. I'm a huge fan of Andy Ruiz Jr. now. And I'm looking forward to that rematch. The rematch is going to be, if you thought this fight was big, where's that fight going to be? Adam, where do you want that fight? We got to get out in Wembley. It's got to be back home. We got to get in. It's got to be in a football stadium. 20,000 isn't enough for that type of fight. We need at least 60, 70,000 people for that fight. And Anthony Joshua has a point to prove now.
Cardiff, October, November.
Oh, we could do that. We could do that for sure.
You freeze the Mexican out.
Yeah, exactly.
Cardiff.
But
something not right tonight with AJ?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been asked that question quite a bit. And, respect, yeah? Respect. Okay, see you soon. I don't live in the camp, but at the same time, everything seemed fine, to be honest with you. So I can't tell you there was a problem, there was an injury, no excuses. Andy Ruiz deserved the win. He was the better man tonight. And, now AJ's got to rebuild, not really his career, but his, the inside, his fire, and come back and try and win a rematch.
So what we just saw?
Don't know, man. Don't know. Very upset. Very disappointed. Very upset. Disappointed and upset. Oh, you know Joseph Parker, don't you? Joseph, you signed with Eddie. You gonna fight me or what?
Let's do it. You said I'm a chicken. You're a chicken. Who's the chicken?
Look at his chicken wing biceps. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Joe, quick, what did you...
We just face-to-face with Windsor. We used to start face-to-face.
Listen, bro, we're both disappointed right now, yeah? And I want to tell you something right now. If this fight was in London, this wouldn't have happened. I blame fucking so many people. Watch what's going to happen, man. The rematch has to be in London. I'm very disappointed. And I'm upset.
What do you mean? Who are you blaming for this then? He's come here for his American debut. This has happened tonight. So,
You know, we'd be a laughing stock now. We'd be a laughing stock. Tell you that now, yeah. Fucking. Hey, listen. That's it, man. That's it.
We don't have to do it in the UK, but I would think we will. And he's got to win it. It's a massive pressure fight. It's all or nothing, you know.
Eddie, what do you think Deontay, Dylan, Tyson are thinking right now?
No, listen, some people will be over the moon. Some people will be disappointed because it's the end for now of a huge fight. But his career is far from over. But he's got to win the rematch, you know. And I know how much this will devastate him. You know, he's a true competitor, and he tried tonight, but again, he just never recovered. And in the fourth round, I was surprised he got through the fourth round. And in the fifth round, I was thinking, okay, looks like he might be back here. And then sixth round, he looked tired again, you know. And it's an absolute shocker. I'm gutted. He's gutted. The team's gutted. What can you do? You dust yourself down, you go.
I never hate on the man. You know what I mean? He says he's come from the ghetto and poverty and stuff. He's doing alright for himself. He's done good. He paved the way for a lot of us. You know what I mean? All of us that turned pro the first time, he's the first one to really, break through. Fury became world champion. Fury never really break through. He became world champion. He break through. He brought more money, more light, more glamour, everything to the game. So it's sad to see him lose a fight that he should have won. You know what I mean? And listen, I gave him his first defeat as an amateur. I gave him my first defeat as a pro. I wanted to give him his first defeat as a pro. So but it's a shame, But listen, it's a strange thing, man. He just looked like he wasn't there or whatever. If it was a good old dust up, and it was a good dust up for 3 rounds to be honest. And he just dropped, cliff dive. You know what I mean? But it's never good to see it. Listen, I'm a massive British fight fan supporter. Any British fighter fighting anyone else, I always support them. Whoever I hate them, I love him. When Fury was fighting Whyte, I supported him. When Josh was fighting Ruiz, I supported him. And they're both rival of mine, but they're British.
I'll be as honest brutally as I can with you.
Yeah.
Because the fans always appreciate your honesty.
Which we're known from you to talk.
Yeah. Going into the fight, I was probably one of the only few people who thought that Joshua would win on points. Reason being is, I saw Andy Ruiz fight Parker and a few other guys, and he's a tough guy, And I thought Joshua might try and knock him out for the first 4 rounds, realise that he ain't going anywhere, and just do a boxing thing on him. This was initial thoughts, and everyone said, nah, you get knocked out in a round or 2, this Ruiz. I said, he's a tough lad. Don't underestimate him because he's fat. And then when I saw him come into the ring, Ruiz looked nice and relaxed and calm. And then I saw Joshua coming. And he's looking at the crowd, looking up and looking around him. He wasn't giving me good signals. And I'm sat here like 3-4 hours away, 4 or 5 hours from New York. And I'm thinking, this guy, I said it to her, there was 15 men in here that night. And I said, I bet he gets knocked out. Everyone's, why? I said, because one is chewing his gum shield in half and looking out the ring. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. Without being too critical or too judging or judgmental, he just, anywhere on earth he could have rather been than in New York, in Madison Square Garden, in a fight that night, I believe he would have been. It wasn't Andy Ruiz or the opponent or anybody else that gave him the problem. I believe it was he just did not want to fight that night. For whatever reason, he just wasn't at the game. And this happens in boxing. I've seen it happen quite a bit. I seen it when Kevin Mitchell fought Michael Katsidis.
At West Ham Football Ground.
Yeah. Where else have I seen it? I've seen it quite a lot of times.
There was a lot of suggestion that he gave up in that fight, that he quit in that fight. What was your take on that?
The first knockdown was legitimate. Was he knocked down twice in that round? He got. Yeah. I think
Yes, twice in that round.
Yeah, in
and
that
I think
round.
twice in the 7th. Yeah.
In the third, it was when he got knocked
Yes,
down twice.
yeah.
They were legitimate knockdowns, like from punches, off balance, gone. Then he got up, regained, and he was taking a few punches to the body, into the head, nice slow pressure. And in round 7, when he got dropped twice, it looked to me as if he took a couple of punches and he was looking to go down. He looked like he was looking for the floor. Like he went down quite easily and he just jumped back up after one of them. And he got dropped again, like hit a couple of times, not hard punches, but punches that he just didn't want to fight, didn't want to be there. So he gave up on himself, which is tough to come back from. Because we've seen this happen before. We've seen heavyweight upsets in the past. Let's not forget, we've seen Lennox Lewis get knocked out by Hasim Rahman, Al Oliver McCall.
Tyson Douglas.
That's not the same. Because Lewis was winning them both fights, and then he got knocked out by Rahman by a lucky punch. But in the rematch, he just knocked Rahman out because he was a better fighter. But I didn't see anything through round 1 or 7 to suggest that Joshua had won a round in that fight. I didn't give him a round. I've watched boxing my whole life, and I'm a fair man, very fair man. But I didn't give Joshua 1 round in that fight, and I'm being brutally honest. He lost every round. So it wasn't a fluky punch that done him. He was beat up. And then he quit, which is hard to say. For me, as a competitor of mine, it's not a good thing because it means I've lost an opponent. I've lost a challenge, I've lost another rival. But you can say what you want, anybody can say what they want, make any excuse they want. He gave up on himself. And no matter who you're in with, if you're in with a blown up middleweight and you give up on yourself, you're going to lose. Whether it was mental issues he had going into the fight, whatever was going on.
Do you believe there was something on? Because he says no, but everyone else is making up a lot of excuses and for him. And that's not his thing, but people are giving kind of their own reasons about ring walks and knocked out in sparring and panic attacks and kind of all these different things, which he's...
I don't buy into it too much because when people lose, the team have to justify why they've lost. It can't just be, right, he's better than me on the night, that's it, fair play, lost. There's always got to be a reason. Whether it's the trainer, whether it's the little toe, whether it's anything, hand problems, problems in camp, family problems, mental issues, whatever. There'll always be a reason why they think he lost. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter why he lost, but he still did. And it goes back to the same old thing is, he gave up on himself. He wasn't knocked out in round 7. He jacked. He quit. He went down twice. He got back up twice. He didn't show the referee that he wanted to continue. Spat his gum shield out, stood in the corner holding onto the ropes. He quit. And that's it. Once you quit one time in your whole life, you're finished. Anybody can lose to a better man. Everybody loses. Muhammad Ali lost. Everybody will lose to a better man. But not all good men will quit. And once you quit once, it's an easy way to do it again under pressure. You might knock out another 10 bums, but there's always going to be that one man who'll make you jack again, because you've done it once. It's not like, oh, this is a criminal offence and give me a second chance and it'll never happen again. This is not like that. This is, I can do it if I want to. If it gets hard, then I know I can just hit the floor again. I've done it once, it's an easy way out. Some people get cracked, put down, get back up and think, right, you're fucked now, pal, you're getting it. And other people think, oh, this is the easy way for me to lay down. Not saying that's what he wants to do with his career, but once you quit once, you'll always quit. I've seen him quit with my own 2 eyes. I didn't think he'd do it, but he quit.
What were you thinking?
I thought, right, he's gonna go for the kill. And then when he went forward and Ruiz backed him up, and I noticed he was like, he just didn't look how you normally look. You know, normally he uses his feet good and he sort of tucked up and they counter. When Ruiz backed him up, he was sort of like a bit shaking a bit, you know, and then I was like, oh man, looks like Snicker Boy is gonna do it, you know, and he gave Joshua the Snicker power. Right hand, short right hand behind the ear in the top of the equilibrium, and don't think he did recover from that. You know, those kind of punches, they're skimming high in the top of your head, they hurt you and they stick you for round after round, man.
So after the third round, Ruiz down once, Joshua down twice in that round.
Mm-hmm.
When that round ended, what were you kind of thinking then? He needed that, obviously, that little minute to kind of regain himself, which it didn't seem like he did, to be honest.
He started asking all kind of stupid questions in the corner. Like, why do I feel like this?
I think that was a bit later on, actually. But
yeah, he was asking what punch was it and stuff like that. You know, they like, you want to be focusing and regrouping and getting this all together, not what punch was it and stuff. But it's strange because when he was in the corner, he seemed calm. The third one, he seemed alright. It just been done twice. So it seemed okay. It didn't seem like it was panicking. It seemed okay. It's weird, man. I never seen anything like this before. It's weird. It was like all end of the spectrum. It was like he looked good. He looked rubbish. He looked like he wanted to fight. He looked like he didn't want to fight. He looked like he was glad to lose the belt and just leave the pressure.
Is that what you think?
Yeah. He was happy when the referee stopped the fight. He didn't complain or, you're the champion. The referee said to him, do you want to fight? Do you? And he was like, he was looking around for his gumshoe or something. I don't know. He just seemed like he just, I don't know, man. Strange. See, heavyweight, I've always said this, heavyweight boxing, us heavyweight are strange creatures, man. You know, heavyweight boxing is full of mental problems, and you've seen fighters Mike break down. I live in my core break down. You see Lennox fight, I seen Ruffman and his mind's not there. Fight, I live in my core breaks down in the ring. You seen Fury sometimes lose it in the ring, sometimes Wilder lose it in the ring, and then some days they're sharp and they're good and they're dangerous and they look unbeatable, and another time, you know, heavyweight division is a strange thing, man. Boxing is a sport like none other, but heavyweight division in boxing is crazy. It is unbelievable. The guys, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's just, you one day one guy's unbeatable and he looks like a machine, and the next day his head is just not there.
And it seems like Wilder Fury 2 will be happening next year, early next year. Thoughts on that?
Especially now, yeah. I mean, you know, now it looks like that's the sensible fight, because AJ's got to beat Ruiz, and you know, and listen, Ruiz will believe that he can beat AJ again. Like he won't worry about taking that rematch. Do you understand? He'll be thinking, I'll just beat AJ and then I'm fighting Wilder. So that's why that fight is so important now. So, you know, it's a shocker. You know, it was an amazing night. The undercard was incredible. Yeah. The atmosphere was incredible. You know.
What do you think sort of happened to AJ's value tonight?
Well, obviously he got beat, so it's not ideal. But again, you know, the rematch is a very big fight, but he must win the rematch. The pressure's on. You know, he had to win tonight, and you know, everyone talks about what's next, this, that. Ultimately, it was about tonight, and he lost tonight. So, you know, it's never good to lose your world championship belts.
I don't want to make excuses because Ruiz was brilliant tonight, but do you think the whole disruption with Miller, etc., had a part to play?
It never helped, but in my opinion, AJ's the best heavyweight in the world. So he should be beating people like Andy Ruiz. He knows that, but he didn't, you know. And you can start saying, oh, was it coming to America? Was it this? Was it camp? But ultimately, he's a pro. Everything was great. He was in good spirits, and he didn't perform tonight. Well, he did. I mean, again, it was a brilliant combination that put Ruiz down. I was sitting there thinking it's over. I think most people were.
Most people, yeah.
Because he's a great finisher. He came in reckless, he got caught, and he never recovered.
You know what? It was a hell of a fight. It was hard fighting from round 1 to round 7 that they stopped the fight. He put me down in the 3rd round. I put him two times in the 3rd round, and it was a hell of a fight, man. And what do you know? I'm the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. When I got dropped, it happened so fast, man. I don't even know what punch he got me in, but I just got up stronger and mad, and I had to return the favor.
Andy, before the fight, a lot of people were making jokes about your weight. And then obviously at the press conference, people were saying you were touching the belts, etc. You're just coming here for a paycheck. You're not taking this seriously. What do you have to say to them people now?
Well, all the doubters, God bless you. You know what? I don't have nothing bad to say about you guys. I earned this, and you know what? I'm here now. I won. All the people that thought that they were gonna knock me, that he was gonna knock me down, that I was gonna lose, that I was just fighting for the money. No, I was fighting for the legacy. I wanted those belts, and I wasn't gonna let the touching the belts jinx me. You know, I think that gave me extra motivation to want them more. And what do you know? I have them now.
Andy, it's pretty obvious he's going to activate his rematch clause. I'm guessing you want that to land in Mexico. Eddie said it's going to land in the UK. Not sure why, because you're champion. So surely you want that to land in Mexico.
You know what? I wanted to land in Mexico. At first, I got to talk to my team and Al Heyman and Tom, and we're gonna figure it out. But right now, I just want to celebrate with the family. I want to hug all my kids so bad right now, and you know, just celebrate this big win that has never been that it never happened before. You know, now I'm the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, and I just knew that it was gonna happen. I just knew it.
Have you spoken to Al Heyman tonight?
Yeah, I just talked to him, and you know, he's really happy. He actually told me in the weigh-ins that I was gonna do it, that I was gonna win, and what do you know? I won.
Just lastly, Andy, you must be super confident of winning that rematch, keeping them belts.
Of course, you know, now I want to work harder, stay in the gym, and get in really good shape, you know. And I'm pretty sure in the rematch, I think it'll be a faster KO.
Okay, then you're looking at the likes of Wilder, Tyson Fury, Dylan Whyte, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm the champion now, and you know, I get to fight whoever I want.
All good, bro. Easy thing to say. Didn't want to take the loss tonight. Boxing's about not getting hit. Got hit one too many times. And Ruiz, the better man, got the win. And I got to take this loss like a man. Still looking forward. Still got my eyes set on bigger things. And I've got to make a major comeback, man. So we'll see what happens next. Who I fight next. I've still got my eyes on the prize for the bigger picture. Do you know what I mean? But getting my hands on those belts always put me in a position of power as well. I fought anyway. So I want to get my hands back on those and still proceed with the goal I have.
So your mindset at the moment, not necessarily focused solely on a rematch?
I'm always focused on like, what do I need to do as a man? I need to, you know, revisit the situation, sit down with my team. We've all had a good talk, and not let this moment define me. There's still a lot of positive things that I can do within boxing, and that's the goal. Is just kind of keep a positive mindset with my team. And with the rematch, yeah, we can get the rematch on straight away, but like there's more to it. I need to focus on immediately getting myself together, fixing where I went wrong, and then whoever I take on, I have to kind of show where we sharpened up our tools.
You've had to pick yourself up off the canvas before, against Klitschko 4 times tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, how did it feel? I mean, you got yourself back up after every occasion.
I don't think, like, you know, get knocked down a few times, you get back up. If you can. And I'm not like, I don't like quitting. That's not my mindset. So it's kind of like, all right, get up, boom, get up. So it's like, never had the chance to recover fully. That's the problem. Like, you know what? That's exactly the problem. Hit once, boom, go down. Get up, hit again, boom, go down. So you're never fully recovered. Boxing is about 3 minutes.
Did you recover fully from that 3rd round?
I think I recovered in like the 5th round. You know, I think I recovered in the 5th, got my wits about me, start boxing again, and then. It's weird because I was watching the boxing before and I was saying to myself, I was saying to my coach, why do people blow a gasket in the boxing when they could do 15 rounds in the gym? But this is learning, this experience, it's so different. But I know a few things that I could do and change, but it's just so different. Like, and as you can see, I kind of blew a gasket in there as well. Had him down, boom, I could take him out, didn't.
You have no problem with the referee stoppage either?
I think with me, yeah, I just look at it like this. I don't ever like to blame anyone.
Yeah.
So let's say it went to the scorecards and it was a close fight, and they gave it to Ruiz or they gave it to me. I'm never going to be, the judges. I think that's not my job to focus on the judges or the ref, whether he called it early or not. He's doing his job. I said it earlier. If I want to go in there and get the win, my job is to not touch the canvas. My job is to outbox and outclass the opponent. I didn't do that, so I can't blame the ref for doing his job.
Last one, did you see the reaction from your rivals tonight, Wilder and Fury?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm expecting something negative.
No, it's positive from Tyson Fury,
Yeah.
and I suppose slightly negative from Wilder. So you can.
That's boxing contradiction, it one or the other.
It was like the devil. And,
that's boxing.
Yeah.
That's boxing. But we're still young in the sport. Still got a long way to go. Been pro now, I think 6 years. So I've still got another 9 years. Is it 9 years? About 9 years, yeah. Still got about another 9 years. I can go on fighters go until they're 40 now. I'm still 29, so I've still got a long time. I do it for the love, bro. I love this game, bro. That's why my eyes are still focused and my mind's still focused on achieving great things in the sport.
All right.
Yeah?
Anthony Joshua, thank you very much
Gang,
for your time.
Well safe. Thanks for listening.
Get your belts back.
Boom. Respect.